So let's talk about the latest crypto news you need to know, specifically around, Bitcoin, the entire crypto market. What's going to happen next week? We got the Federal Reserve FOMC meeting coming up. What's going to happen at is crypto going to go up, going to go down? We're going to talk about all that. Also, I'm going to show you a very interesting chart. Has to do with Bitcoin, but don't tune me out if you're like, I don't care about Bitcoin, Austin. Well, you should in this context because remember what I say all the time in my videos, where Bitcoin goes, the rest shall follow, right? Bitcoin accounts for more than 40+%. I think the number is actually 46% of the entire crypto market capitalization is Bitcoin. So even if you don't own Bitcoin, you don't care about getting Bitcoin, you need to care enough to watch it and see what it does because it drives everything else. Basically, remember this, where Bitcoin goes, the rest shall follow. Ethereum, everything else goes. Okay. So let's take a look at what you need to know right here, right now. I know I say that all the time. Somebody was messing with me the other day. It's like, Austin, you say that all the time. Right here, right now. Well, okay. Got to make sense, doesn't it? Okay. Bitcoin price holds 29,000 as US PCE data sparks 90% Fed rate hikes. Okay. What does that mean? You're like, there's a lot of acronyms, Austin. What's going on there? Here's the thing. Okay. So the PCE came out. If you don't know what that stands for, it stands for the personal consumption expenditures. Sounds very important, doesn't it? It's basically another inflation report. Every single month, we get the jobs report, we get the CPI report, which is the consumer price index report, and then we get the PCE report, and that's the personal consumption expenditures. That's why I like to call them acronyms because it's easier to say them. These three reports give us insight on a monthly basis into inflation. Okay, now back to that. And basically that report was like kind of showing things kind of holding steady, not really going up or going down. This was the PCE report. Now, focusing our attention on the 90% Fed rate hike. Okay, here's what that's talking about. So the Federal Reserve FOMC meeting is set to happen this coming week, May 2nd and May 3rd. And it will actually be May 3rd, the second day we care about, around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time is when they go live and they tell us everything that's going to happen about what are they going to raise the interest rate. So that 90% number, this number right here, 90% Fed rate hike bet, that is talking about the fact that now basically built into the stock market, the financial markets, and crypto is a 90% assumption, 90% that we're going to get a 25 basis point raise. That's what that has to do with. So back to our opening question, is this going to have a positive or negative impact on crypto? What it's really going to come down to is the 25 basis point raise is already expected. That's what we're expecting to get. What it's really going to come down to is what does the chairman of the Federal Reserve say in his speech when he delivers the numbers? That's the key. Is he going to be bullish or bearish? We don't know. Okay. Probably what he'll say is it's the data. We got to keep watching the data. We're going to keep blah, 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 blah. Things he's always said. Now, I want to focus our attention on something else. Okay. Now, what I want to show you is this. Okay. So, this is a great account I follow on Twitter called Rect Capital. Don't know who this is, but I love their content. They're not paid. This is not sponsorship. Just go follow Rect Capital. Great content. And this is a chart showing Bitcoin. And I want to show you this. So, look at this chart just right here. This bar right here where my, here, let me make this bigger. There we go. Okay. Right here. This showing 2019, the chart pattern, and showing 2023. Doesn't it look similar? And what you care about is, look right here, 2019, where it broke down and started to move back up. And notice that nice move up that started to happen from 2019 to 2023. Okay. So that's what I wanted to show you. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's interesting, Austin. All right. So look at the prices. It's kind of cool. So like right here, if you go across, it was right around, let's call it around 4,000. And it moved up all the way to our all-time high of approximately 67,000. That's a nice, that chart doesn't look really impressive, but it does when you look at the context of the numbers. Here's my point. 23, we're flashing the same signal. Look at this. We're looking almost exactly the same to begin our move up. So this goes back to the Bitcoin thing I was telling you about. Remember, where Bitcoin goes, the rest shall follow. And I'm going to remind you that we're a little under about a year away from the Bitcoin halving. And anytime that event happens, which, Just goes straight up, goes up. And then there's adjustments, goes up, comes back down, goes up. But every time it goes up, it comes back down, it goes up higher. That's what I wanted to show you. Looks good. Long term, looks great. There you go. So do with that as you will. But I think long term, love it. I love sitting in this seat every single day looking at crypto. It is so much fun. All right. I'll see you. Go make some money. Have a good one.